Proof of my live audience. Oh. Now that you just saw is a basketball. Now, you may be asking, why do I need to know more about basketball? I already know that it's a sport. Well, basketball is intertwined in all of our lives. Whether you're walking through a park, strolling, and you see a group of men playing 5-on-5, which means there's 5 players against 5 players, they're sweating, cussing at each other. Or maybe your dad's a huge Trailblazer fan and he drags you along to every game, promising the free popcorn if you stick with him. Either way, basketball is a part of all of our lives, and it's important to learn more. You may be asking why. One way is maybe you want bragging rights with your older brother that thinks he knows all about sports, your boyfriend who takes you on a first date to the BYU basketball game. If you know what a rebound is or a three-pointer, that ring's gonna be on your finger by spring. So now I'm gonna explain a little bit more about the history of basketball. Then I'll talk a little bit about our violations that we have in basketball and the ways points are scored and the different positions that players have on the court. Lastly, I'll talk about the different teams and leagues we have around the world, because basketball is an international sport. So first off, basketball was created by James Naismith. And there's a photo of him right here. I'll show my live audience. I'll show there. Now, as you can see in this photo, he has a basket in one hand and a ball in another. That's really how it started, hence the name basketball. Basketball is originated in America and is an all-American sport originally. In 1891, it was created, but not until after World War II did it become an international sport and gained its popularity internationally. Now, there's 5 different players on the basketball court at a time. 5 on one team, 5 on the other. There's a player called the point guard. They're kind of the floor general. If you think of a general in an army, they're the leader. They call the plays, which means they call who's going to score the ball, who's going to make a different move on the court. And then you have your shooting guards. Pretty self-explanatory, but they're the ones that shoot the ball. And then you have your post players, and they're right under the basket. Like you guys saw in that photo, a basket. They're right under the basket, and they rebound. And this could be compared to grabbing an apple out of a tree. They grab the basketball out of the basket when the ball is missed. Now, basketball, like I said, is an international sport. Here in the United States, in the NBA, there are more international players than any other professional sports team in the United States. Quite a fun fact, right? There's also the CBA, Chinese Basketball Association, and the German Basketball Association, both of which are comprised of many teams. Here at BYU, we know of the BYU Cougars. They just had their first exhibition game and won. That was awesome. And as you guys can see in this photo, this person may look a little familiar. Now that's me. I played in the NCAA. This is a basketball league comprised of college athletes. I was point guard, which means pop quiz. It means that I was the floor general. I directed everyone on the court, and it was an amazing experience. So now you guys know a little bit more about basketball. Next time you're on a first date with your future husband, you can tell him, hey, that's the point guard, that's the floor general, and he'll be impressed. Thanks for listening.